Bengals Raiders. You're up.
Yikes. Yeah, we talked about how the Chiefs Steelers is probably one of the best matchups that we'd see. This might be one of the worst, at least in my opinion. I don't know what your thoughts on either of these teams are. Um, the Bengals rebrand is another one that's an improvement. I think this was the second year of it. I don't think they did enough, so to speak. I don't know. I like the black jersey. I don't really care for the white jersey where it has like white, like black stripes on the white shoulder. It just doesn't scream Tiger to me. It kind of loses me in that connection there. Like I get it from a jersey standpoint to an extent, but I don't love it. Um, the Raiders are kind of a weird thing where they're boring black and silver and white, kind of like the Kings currently, but they do it really well. And it's weird to me to like this. I also love their I think it's technically their color rush or their throwback or whatever with the silver numbers, the white jersey. I think that one's really cool. Um, Rarely would I ever pick a black and white team over a colored team, but I think this is a case where I would. So I think I'm gonna say Raiders over Cincinnati, but I'm not terribly happy about it.
I think I'm kind of in a similar spot to you on that one, where like while they don't have much color, they do it very well, and they very much commit to it, and that's kind of just what they've been. Like, have they ever had color in their identity? I don't really
No.
think so, huh? Like even what L.A. to
Vegas.
Oakland or
Or to
whatever,
Oakland.
and
Yeah.
then Las Vegas, and just wherever they've been. It's basically just been this. The Bengals are very close to having something fantastic, I think. And honestly, I think
Hmm.
they have something really great if they just, again, made a few subtle tweaks. And the biggest thing is this should be the primary dark colored jersey. This
Yeah.
is
I
a
mean,
honestly a really nice looking jersey. It cleans up the,
and
tiger
uniforms like
striping or whatever.
across
Yeah,
the board.
it cleans up the, I
And
guess it would be the
it's
Bengal striping that they had on their previous set.
right.
And, just basically it's like what the Sabres did, where they had their old
Hmm.
brand and they just cleaned it up and refreshed it and brought it into the year of what 2021. This is when this was unveiled too, I
Right.
believe.
And it's like
So
you have you're named after a tiger. Like why are you black primarily? Like why
yeah,
are you not leaning into orange more?
yeah, like the black is a great alternate, a fine alternate. Um,
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
just wish the white jersey had more prevalent orange on it instead of making black the primary color on there.
Right.
Man, it's such a
Well, before
tough
do you have
pick.
oh yeah, that's right. You have a picture. I was gonna jump to your ideal matchup and
This is a very. Oh, we forgot to do
assuming
that
you're
for the
Cham.
last one too. We'll have to double back to the Patriots and
Oh.
Bills. Um, it's such a tough pick between these two because while they pull off what they do really well, the splash of color in here is still nice. And then if we are going to also talk about alternates,
That's fair.
this one is fantastic.
That uniform is
Um,
definitely better than anything the Raiders have.
yeah, and again, it's not like the Raiders have anything particularly terrible. But then again, also
No.
looking at it, there is nothing on this jersey. It is numbers, and that's it.
Yeah,
Which
I mean it's
it's
like
weird that it
Alabama in
works
the
in
NCAA.
football. It's weird that it works in football. It would never really work in hockey. I mean, we've got
Hmm.
Tampa Bay's alternate, and we know how that is. It basically looks like that, or
I was gonna say it's
Ottawa's,
very similar to the Raiders black jersey.
or yeah, Ottawa's. If you count the lack of contrast.
True.
As much as these are half decent and like I don't hate them as much as I do in hockey for reasons mentioned previously with black jerseys and everything. I'm gonna have to go for the Bengals mainly for the splash of color and again they improved a lot on what they had before. I think if it was their previous set, I'd taken the Raiders every time, but you know the little splashes of color and the subtle improvements and then this especially. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to take the Bengals on this one personally.
So the biggest thing to me about the Bengals is, and it's not very visible in either of these pictures, but on their white pants, the decision they made in the striping is like unforgivable. Like they have, it's very
Which
similar to
white
the black
pants?
pants.
They have
Um,
two white pants.
oh, that's fair. The ones that have like it has the same orange side panel, and then the striping is like white in between them instead of black. So like it doesn't even make
Here,
sense like as a tiger. Like
I'm gonna
it's
just pull
wild.
my Google search over here, and as I scroll, let me know if you see it somewhere here.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to
Show me the pants.
find it. Is it this one or
Show
no?
me. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. So
Huh.
like again, they lose. Like it's like your team is literally named after a tiger. Like they can't even execute like tiger stripe. Like you literally have striping baked into your identity, and like also their helmet phenomenal,
Yeah,
arguably one of the best in the NFL.
and like I don't even
But
know
it's
if that
just like
changed from their last brand, but even if it
I
did,
don't
I'm
think
sure
so.
they
I
just
think they
cleaned it
cleaned it
up.
up a little
Yeah.
bit, but
Which again,
um,
that's what this whole rebrand was. So.
it's like the Bengals frustrate me because I feel like they were handed an identity. Like here it is, just wear it. And then they were like, well, but what if we did this? And it's like, ah,
I mean, I think
like
it's
it's
fair in some cases to say this is a football uniform. Let's take some creative liberties. Um,
mm-hmm.
it is weird that they have two white pants, one with black stripes and one with
Right.
orange
Why would you?
stripes. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, it does kind of make sense in the end. Like you see all of these pants here. If I zoom in, like
Right.
none of them have like a stripe. It's just a contrasting
The
color with
pattern,
the
so to speak.
pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does make sense having that on the white. Um,
Honestly, I'm happy to be convinced to let the Bengals move on because quite frankly, I don't think either of these teams is going past the next round anyway.
I think that's very fair. That is a very fair observation. I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
and while
Is
we're
there an
at it, I
easier
think
way to
my ideal
duplicate
matchup
this?
for these two teams would be the Bengals in that picture you had of Joe Burrow earlier with the orange jersey and the black pants, and then the Raiders in their color rush throwback, whatever, with the silver numbers. That's
Mm,
that's my ideal. I love that. I love that jersey that they have with the silver number.
I'm
Phenomenal.
gonna.
And I kind of
Oops,
want
I forgot I
the
can't do.
Kings
I
to try
forgot I
something
can't do
similar.
mission control because of the screen share. I'm so used to doing all these things on my computer, and I can't necessarily do them right now
Right.
because of
The
this. I'm gonna
muscle
see if I
memory
can
kicks in.
find that. I'm gonna double back, I think, to the Bills and the Patriots real quick while I try and find a
Go for it.
game
Go
photo
for
of
it.
that Raiders jersey that you're talking about. That white. Well,
If you look up
actually, what week did they wear
if you
that?
look up
Because
oh gosh, I
week
don't know.
4. If I just look up week 4, I learned that.
Or like the team they were playing.
Yeah, it just says it right down here. So
Oh, there you
yeah,
go.
okay,
Yeah,
there's a
there it
photo.
is.
I learned that well, nobody else can see it yet because
Ooh, that's
it
a
has to
fun
be on the
matchup.
right
Raiders
side of my
chart.
screen. Justin can see my entire screen, which includes my OBS
True.
capture. You guys can only see this right portion of my screen. Yeah, okay. I mean, again, it's very, it's pretty similar to me in terms of the rest of their uniforms, but I guess it's a nice little break. Yeah, you know what? I'll
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this one and the orange Bengals. And I'll go
There you go.
a step further. Orange with what? Black pants, I think,
It's
or
got to
white
be
pants.
Black Pants. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go black pants for sure.